Hi everybody, it's Sam Zitten from JSU of St. Louis with your moment of inspiration for this week from our Parsha Tetzaveh. A very wise person one time was trying to explain the difference between intelligence and wisdom. And they explained that intelligence is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing that you don't put it in a smoothie. I learned that the hard way. In this week's Parsha, Moses, is told to choose people to make the special garments that the priests will use in the tabernacle in the desert, and then ultimately will use later in the temple in Jerusalem. But he's told he has to pick a very specific and special kind of craftsman to make them. The Torah describes the people he has to choose as having wisdom of the heart. Now, normally we associate wisdom with the mind, but in this particular case, we're associating wisdom with the heart. What's the difference? See, Judaism's view of wisdom is different than what we might think of. Typically, if we think of someone who's wise and sage, we might think of someone who's a professor who has theorems named after them and books published and all sorts of stuff like that. The Torah says that's all well and good, but real wisdom isn't just what you know. It's what you do with that wisdom that matters. If you know that a tomato is a fruit, that's great. But if you throw it in a smoothie, you're going to suffer the consequences. Each and every one of us have specific and unique gifts that we have been given. And it's our job to use those gifts in this world in the right way to make the world a better place. There's an incredible video on YouTube. You can Google it, or I'll put the link in the description, of Robert Downey Jr., who played Iron Man in the Marvel movies, volunteering to appear in character and deliver a prosthetic limb to a little kid. It was 3D printed to look like an Iron Man hand. And he volunteered to give this kid his new prosthetic hand in character, and he put on his own Iron Man hand and they compared them next to each other. Now, that's an incredible act of kindness. If he just wanted to be kind, he could have paid for an actor to show up in an Iron Man costume to give this kid his limb. But he realized, Robert Downey Jr. realized, that he is the only person on the entire planet, all 7.5 billion people that live here, that could do for that kid what he did. He appeared in character and gave that kid an incredible experience, a life experience he'll never forget. He did something that only he, with his unique situation in life and talents and abilities, was able to do. That's wisdom of the heart. Recognizing that the talents and strengths that we've been given serve a greater purpose. Wisdom of the heart means not just knowing what the right thing to do is. It's knowing that you have to do it and then doing it. Take some time to think about what unique gifts and talents you have, what you can share with the rest of the world to make it a better place. Thank you so much for listening. This has been your weekly Moment of Inspiration with Sam Zitten from JSU of St. Louis. Happy Purim and have an amazing Shabbos. Take care, everybody.